Stalgard should be around here somewhere.
I hope he's fully recovered from being trapped in the rock.
I hope so too, but the Kalsharak dwarves are tough.
I'd like to see Kalsharak. Do you think Stalgard would take me? Should I ask him? Would that be rude?
Only if you ask rudely.
They're wary of outsiders, but I could learn so much about the dwarves. About myself.
Maybe once things have settled down a bit.
Is it me, or does it feel different now?
You're right. Something's different. Maybe it's because the expression of the Titan's pain that looked like me doesn't live here anymore.
I can't believe that made perfect sense.
I'll just move this rock out of our way. Leave it to me.
Is this entire mountain a Titan?
It's been still for so long. I can't tell where it begins and ends. It's big, though. They all were. Those rocks I can move were all parts of the Titans once. Once I knew, I couldn't forget it. Now I sense them all the time, whether they're dead or just sleeping. The story of their fall is the story of our birth. It's why we don't dream, why we're resistant to lyrium, and the reason we feel the earth in our guts. Heard ya. We sold lyrium to the Tevinter Imperium. Titan blood, our blood, traded for gold. So they could use it for magic. The elves stole lyrium from the Titans to make themselves bodies. And eons later, we gave it to a new generation of mages. All on our own. It's sad, isn't it? They mined lyrium here too. Isn't that a little ghoulish? Lyrium is the blood of our ancestors. maybe ancestors isn't the right word. We were part of them. We were them. I don't know the right word.
The shapers are all right, but the assembly will ignore everything we have to say.
Of course.
You telling me?
Oh, there he is. Stallguard.
Do I look all right?
You look fine.
Fine? What does fine mean? Are the back of my ropes wrinkled?
Lace Harding will not care.
I just want to leave a good impression.
Better not tell her you're related to me. Ah, good. We are all here. I wanted you to meet my sister, Dura. She is a steward of Karl Sharrock's memories. A historian.
We have heard of your gifts. We wanted to meet you, to learn from you.
From me?
About the Titans. About our past.
You came here to meet me. To talk to me?
Hey, I'd want to meet you too if I heard all the stories.
I've learned so much, but I know there's still more to discover. I could tell you what I've learned, but maybe it's better if I show you. Hear the song of the stone. You children of Titans.
This is the eternal hymn.
The prayer and the proclamation.
Isa Tunal.
I felt it. I felt the Titans.
I opened my heart to all of you, but I could hold it only for a moment.
But there was an eternity in that moment. Thank you.
No. Thank you. Being here with you, with all of you, I finally understand. We will carry the Titans in our hearts, but it is no longer their time. It is ours. So, what's this about?
I got you a thing.
Oh, Tosh, it's gorgeous. Oh, the stitching.
Yeah, because I appreciate your skills. At archery.
Thank you, Tosh. That's really sweet.
And that's my cue. Good talk. Love you both.
Wait, you're leaving?
You two need to be alone. Alone.
Just the two of us.
Oh.
Hey, Tosh. Do you want to come with me to break this in?
Yeah. Like, now?
Of course now.
Oh, good. Let's go.
Rook, I had an idea. I figured it's a good time to check in with the wardens, see how their Griffin training is coming along. How about a trip to the Anderfells?
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces again.
Okay, so the plan is basically to sneak around, find Hezenkos's lantern, and smash it. That's quite a crowd over in the manor.
Johanna's gathering. If she's mingling there, we'll be spotted. Fortunately, we have someone who could pass as a servant.
You don't think he'll stand out?
There'll be other undead servants. I'd be surprised if Johanna recognized him. You know, she never truly appreciated Manfred's cleverness. Right, Manfred. You're to find Johanna's guests and help us gather information on where her workshop might be. We'll be watching in case anything occurs.
Something's going to occur.
Once we find and destroy Johanna's lantern, we'll end whatever she's planning. Hopefully before she introduces the lantern to her guests.
There should be enough time for Manfred to blend in as a servant.
Let's find a place inside to observe him, quietly.
Right. Let's find another way in.
Johanna's last guests must already be in attendance.
There's a lot of people here. Hezenkos must be planning to drain their souls with her lantern.
What's she gonna do with them?
Raise more undead, I'd wager. But no ordinary revival would require such a massive store of magic.
Sounds like the party's in that main hall where we confronted Hezenkos.
Perfect. We can watch Manfred discreetly from the balconies.
And see if Hezenkos has that lantern on her.
There's Manfred. And Johanna.
And no lantern.
You were saying about a shrine in the manor?
Yes, a shrine
shrine revealed by a spectral tome, which, as an expert, I could read if our host ever lets me into the library.
An ancestral shrine? I could question the deceased there about the location of Johanna's lantern.
Well, if the book can lead us to the shrine, let's hit the library.
I'm just waiting for our host's cut.
The library's to the east, right? Where we closed Hezenkos's portal into the Fade.
Right. But why come all the way back here?
Johanna must have a workshop hidden here, likely where she's prepared whatever she plans to empower with this lantern.
Undead, watch out!
Johanna's creatures, we must deal with them quickly. I'd expected Johanna to post more guards.
Maybe she didn't want to scare her guests. Let's see if we can find that book pointing to the ancestral shrine. Nothing about a shrine here.
And what's a romance doing under geography, hmm?
What about this That book just snarled at me.
Ah, there's our spectral tome. Well done.
It's not opening.
One must be delicate. That guest of Johanna's claimed to be an expert in spectral literature.
And was interested in the shrine. Let's have Manfred hand him the book, see what he says. Waiting for it. Manfred, take this tome to the man asking about the shrine, please.
Don't worry. We'll watch from the balcony.
What's this? The Spectral Guide to Blackthorn Manor? There now. I only want to look up one thing. Ah, there is an ancestral shrine in Northwest Wing.
Perfect. Let's go to the shrine.
Yes, the deceased there should be most helpful in finding Johanna's lantern. This way to the shrine.
I'd love to go to this kind of party. Not one with Hezenkos exactly, but with other mages. They're probably swapping all kinds of theories.
These gatherings aren't always so academically minded, Belara. Though I did overhear a lecturer in mathematics arguing about a new form of geometry with the bursar from Cumberland.
Maybe you can introduce me. I mean, after Hezenkos.
The shrine's locked.
We must find a... Manfred?
What's he got? Is this a key to the shrine?
Excellent, Manfred. Oh my. A body from the house of the Verheims, prepared during the Storm Age.
We can come back for it after.
Excellent idea.
Time to find Hezenkos. He's all yours, Emmerich.
By flame and seal, by light and flood, open your eyes once more.
Who dares disturb?
Friends to the dead.
Friends, this one was abandoned, lost.
Emmerich, it's getting noisy.
He's unusually obstinate. Speak! Where is Hezenkos?
Prove yourselves. What claim have you to the deceased? A willing dead companion. This one concedes. Hezenkos makes something that should not be. Red tapestry. Look there.
Rook, did you hear that? Manfred just...
I know. Also, we should move.
Oh, he can talk. Manfred, say something else. Come now, you just spoke.
We have to go.
Yes, yes.
More undead.
Johanna's work. We're on the right track.
Is that red tapestry? This wall looks... Huh! Secret door.
Manfred, could you please squeeze through and open the door from the other side? Yes! Aha! I knew I didn't imagine him speaking.
How can Manfred talk now?
He began as a wisp that embodied what most wisps do, curiosity. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
That's incredible, I think.
Isn't it? He's so precocious. Good work, Manfred.
Hope this leads to where Hesenkos is keeping that lantern.
I can only imagine what she's planning to use it for. This must lead to Johanna's workshop.
What's that through the wall?
Oh my word!
Wow, how did she do this?
I thought you and your little friends might work late to my party, Kara.
Johanna, even half-lich, you can't control something this massive.
Such little thing!
That glow on the skeleton up there. That's Hesenkos' lantern.
She's going to use the light stored in it to reanimate that monstrosity. Quickly, we must reach the lantern.
This is a revenge list.
Johanna was never one to refuse a long and complex grudge.
People from the party. You.
Unsurprising?
Manfred.
How dare she?
You may as well wait for the fuel at a bonfire.
I'm seeing why Hezenkos failed that Lich morality test.
We must make haste to that lantern. Unbelievable! Johanna's stolen a chamber from the Grand Necropolis and transposed it under Blackthorn Manor.
I'd say that should be impossible, but, well, we've been to Arlethan.
The Necropolis's wards here are still intact. No wonder we couldn't
Don't think I can't sense your undead magic sneaking about.
Oh, I wish Manfred had stayed above.
He'll be fine. We'll handle this.
Manfred, there you are.
And can you release that ladder?
Thank you, Manfred. Now find somewhere safe.
There's the lantern. You're gonna free the spirits inside.
We must, before we can destroy it.
Like back when you were freeing those spirits Hezenkos trapped in the manor. That took a lot out of you.
I must try, Rook.
Emmerich!
There are too many trapped spirits! I'm sorry. I can't. Another lash of power might end me.
What's that, Volkaren? Afraid to chance death for your precious spirits? For all your fine words on the subject, only I had the courage to risk my life for our art.
I've seen Emmerich face worse than you.
I'm not the one so paralyzed by fear I couldn't seize immortality.
Johanna! Listen to me! You're right. I've never overcome fear of that final dark. I miss having a friend that could.
Yes. Always the idealist.
I'm sorry Lichdom failed you. I swear I would have helped you had you come to me. But puppeting this creature...
Puppet? Puppet? Do you think I'm staying a failed lich? I won't command my greatest creation! I will become it! Colleagues, interfering Templars, inept rivals, you all have a place in my heart. And tonight you will fuel my ascension at the cost of your miserable lives.
Move!
You think you can stop me? Once I get rid of you, I will merge with my greatest work and conquer this city!
Emmerich, can she do that?
Yes! She's attempting full possession with the life of the people here.
We need to stop Hezenkos long enough to destroy that lantern.
With that much life inside it, the backlash could...
We don't have a choice.
Once I destroy you wretches, My union with my creation will be complete. Aren't you resistant? Fine! I'll go down there myself.
About time.
Silence!
This isn't working. We can't break the lantern.
You think I'd leave myself vulnerable to you? Enough playing! Your pointless lives will fuel my triumph!
Amplified innervation!
She's draining life from us. We must find shelter.
Right. You can't free the spirits in that lantern.
It might kill me and not even work. No living thing can approach it and... Manfred! Come back!
Any last words, Volkaren, before I... You miserable little...
Manfred!
Manfred knew you could do this. So do I.
By the spirits bound here, night and shadow, light and blood.
What are you doing?
Let your chains loosen. Let the fade draw close.
You'll never succeed, you old fool!
I release you to the air.
No! You small-minded!
Emmerich, how's Manfred holding together?
We must go to the necropolis. His body could only take so much. But I underestimated him, Rook. What bravery in the heart of the dead. And how he grew. Manfred disobeyed me beautifully. He was his own soul at the end.
Can you bring him back?
I will ask.
Emmerich Volkaren. You were not expected so soon.
If I can do anything to help.
Thank you. But this must come from me. My lord, I come regarding Manfred, my fallen companion.
Yes, there are ways to return his spirit. But should you do this, Lichdom falls from your grasp.
What? Why?
Lichdom is long. If I'm to stand outside death, I must make peace with others passing through it.
What would we otherwise become? How many exceptions till tyranny? Revive him and remain mortal. Or let him slumber and join us.
Emmerich.
Manfred chose to help us. Am I too weak to accept his well-earned rest? I yearn for Lichdom Rook, that leap into something greater, that everlasting light. Do I revive him and live out my days? Or do I honor death by letting him rest and protect this world through immortality?
Mortality's a hard price, but you'd miss Manfred.
Oh, of course I would. But a watcher should be more accepting of loss, of grief, of his own death in turn.
You're braver than you know, Emmerich. You've always risked your life, against Hezenkos, against the gods.
Death's abyss always recedes with someone to brave it for.
I think facing a lot of things would be easier if Manfred was back.
Oh, he was fearless. He has so much potential, Rook. So far to grow.
Then help him do it.
You're absolutely right. I'll need your help. Rest easy, Manfred. We'll soon have you back amongst the living.
I should check on Emmerich and see if he's ready to bring back Manfred.
I've made my preparations, Rook. Will you help me restore Manfred to the world of the living?
I'll do whatever I can.
Thank you. We must go to the necropolis once you're ready.
We have found new hauntings. They must be dealt with. We've traced several disappearances to an unusual possession.
It seeks fear. Cut it down. How go your inquiries?
Well, thank you. I've secured my attendance at the Sword of Draken at the Royal Theatre tomorrow night.
Okay, Emmerich. How's this work?
We'll need assistance finding Manfred's wisp and drawing it back into his body. By pact and pledge, I seek an audience. By light and breath, let wisdom come.
You two?
Allow me to give you their full and proper names, the keepsake of ages and far-sighted curio.
Thank you both very much for helping with Manfred.
How polite. How fine.
Good manners in mortal kind, beyond the spirit callers at last.
Friends, my assistant, my ward, Manfred, sacrificed himself to save us.
We'd heard you'd abandoned Lichdom to bring him back. Your work, your dreams.
You paid the price. But it seems there are many flickers of curiosity in the Fade.
And only one you seek. Draw his wisp near. Speak.
Can I help?
Yes, please. Think of Manfred. Tell me something you felt about him. Concentrate.
He was always excited to be around you, Emmerich. If spirits can learn to love, he loved you.
In the sea of the Fade, there are wakes left by our passing. Our desires, our fears. I leave this beacon for you, Manfred. Follow my voice. Return to me. Please. Manfred?
It worked.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful indeed.
Thanks for stitching that seam on my coat, Fred. It was coming loose. And nice new threads yourself.
Thank you. Yes, we needed something to mark him as an apprentice around the necropolis.
It's a good fit. See you around.
Yes!
How are you doing, Manfred?
Alive! He's excited for his training. Manfred's spellcraft is coming along nicely, more or less. Some undead have the potential to cast magic. I believe his was unlocked by his journey through the Fade.
What was that like?
Dunno. You mean you don't know? Dunno. We must work on that enunciation. Why don't you fetch the primer?
I'm glad things worked out.
I'm glad you talked me into it. As he grows, Manfred will better learn to take care of himself. I won't worry so much when I pass on.
How do you feel about that last part?
I have moments of regret for what Lichdom might have been. But none would make me exchange this for anything.
Careful ahead.
There. It's a haunting.
Though not out of place for the wetlands.
We got rid of a haunting in the Hossberg wetlands.
Welcome news.
It will stalk the innocent no longer.
A malignant spirit has attached itself to an inanimate object.
It has already taken lives.
Dispose of it before it strikes again.
You know, I did find something behind her desk. Something unique.
Up there. What's going on?
Put them down clean.
That's interesting. I wasn't expecting the Venatori to show up.
Something to do with the shipments they talked about?
Let's look around. I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Thank the Maker. Did you find the others?
What others?
Those mercenaries have abducted people from around Uptown, then sold them to the Venatori. I heard them talk about a warehouse. They could be holding them there.
We'll look into it. The warehouse where we found the Darkspawn isn't far from here. Let's look around, see what we find. Well, that's not good. Sounds like blood magic. Trafficking in people. Vile. We need to stop this. Low tide beach. Let's go.
We've got company.
Is that a candle? Must be the haunting.
One less problem on my doorstep.
I think I like the small candle hops better.
Candle hop enchantments give them the lay of the city. If the spirit picked those up,
Cedar Seconia, back on stage.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
Clan Llewellyn. We try to be no one you've heard of. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elganon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
Elganon raised his archdemon. Solus got us out of there. We saved a lot of people.
You sound grateful.
Why not? He really did help.
It seems so. He's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen'Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. He and I shared another name. Vanan.
Elven for heart.
For my heart. You've spoken to him in your dreams. You felt the power of that mind. His love could burn against me like a bonfire. He seemed so kind, and wise, and sad, and looked at me as if I somehow mattered more than anything around us. For a time, I thought I would have followed anywhere he asked me to.
Did he try to get you to come with him on his quest to tear down the veil?
No. In fact, he forbade me to join him. He said he didn't want me to see what he would become. But that wasn't quite the truth. He's a terrible liar.
He's the god of lies, Inquisitor.
Tricks and treachery, yes. Lies of the heart? No. He forbade me to join him because I might have changed his mind. And then he left enough clues for us to follow anyway.
Hold on. You think he wanted you to stop him?
His name is Solus. It means pride. Perhaps he couldn't change his mind himself and hoped that someone else could help him. Or maybe I'm the prideful one, imagining his broken heart so that I never have to face my folly. That I loved someone who made such grave mistakes. That I might love him still.
You almost sound like you're ready to join him in that prison in the Fade.
To give up the world for him? No. We've got to save it first. But after? If there were a way? If he felt the same? If I could leave the world behind and just have him? I don't know.
He really made you happy.
Yes. He really did.
Well, you deserve to be happy. As long as he's not, you know, trying to tear down the veil again.
That would put a dampener on things, yes.
This is all hypothetical anyway. He's trapped in the Fade with no way out.
He's surprised us before. But enough about me. Tell me about you and Bellara.
What? Who? How?
Morrigan has eyes everywhere.
Of course she does.
Gods! Attack!
Watch ahead.
Wear them down!
You'll leave Dogtown to us! We won't let you terrorize these people. It's these Venatori down.
The more scattered we make the cult, the better for Dogtown.
We'll get you out of there. Hang on. You all right?
No, but I'm alive and grateful. They were going to take me somewhere. They talked about rituals and risen gods.
You don't have to worry about that anymore. Stay safe. Or as safe as you can.
Emmerich intends... Congratulations are in order. There are no more hauntings of this magnitude to be dealt with.
You have done well.
Allow us to present you with a final token of our appreciation. I've heard another landscape has been added to your collection.
It grows.
The Venatori won't be bothering you anymore.
You have our thanks.
The spirits rest more soundly.
There are whispers from the levels below.
We shall find you return. We shall meet again.
Antoine, how's the training going?
Bien. One moment. Darkspawn have been spotted! The villagers are in trouble! Rally to your positions! Go! Go!
Maybe try asking them nicely?
If only I spoke Griffin.
It's mostly just a lot of squawking. Unless you've got some gingerwort tea.
What's that?
Nothing you need to worry about. What's the matter, Antoine? A bird getting the best of you?
Yes, well, the problem is they aren't stupid. They can't see it's not real. They're clever.
And bored. So you mix it up.
Yes. Yes. But how?
Well...
Wait, what's happening?
Look! It's Darkspawn! Get it!
No, 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 no!
That did it.
Anton took down their comic maker. He did your job for you. He's a hero. Just a meddling...
Excellent timing, Rook. I've news about our Venatori spy and Crow turncoat. I have deciphered the code from the notes you found. Our friends will meet soon. They plan to take a gondola to rendezvous in the market.
And you want me to go look for a trail and hunt down these spies?
Precisely. Chance Candide is too conspicuous. You'll blend into the comings and goings seamlessly.
Have you ever...
Who are you? Are you in league with those traitors?
Traitors?
Take them alive!
I have a feeling those Venatori were also looking for the spies Chance sent us after.
Where were we? Have you ever tracked down someone you didn't...
Let's see if we can track them down in the market.
Thanks for stopping by.
Torn up papers. More of that cipher. Were those spies trying to get rid of some evidence?
You killed the blighted dragon, and another besides. I am grateful for that. Such a contract, any contract, must never be left unfinished. It's like a letter never sent.
Greetings. Anything catch your eye?
Another sign of that crow in Venatori. It looks like one of our spies dropped a bag. They must have been in a hurry. The notes inside said they'd be keeping out of sight in the market for a while.
Everything has provenance.
I think our crow and Venatori spies were here.
The Anta make demands, friend. But so do the crows.
Enjoy our hospitality.
A house of champs, perhaps. A fine restaurant, an inn. There will always be.
Watch ahead.
Trouble you. Please, come by. Try the Videocardilla. My old husband used to say that maybe...
Is this what you call...
But they consider right, no?
Someone must supervise and make sure paperwork is filed. You can't trust people to just do things.
You can't trust some people.
got goods from all over.
Wait. Flowers. More wine. This crow and Venatori. Those weren't spy notes we found before. They were love letters.
I knew it. Didn't want to say anything before, but after that last note, I knew it.
Have we been stalking someone's affair? Wouldn't be the first time.
I don't think the crows or Venatori will be happy these two are seeing each other. Those coffee cups on the table. They must have been at a nearby cafe. Let's see if there's any trace of them there.
What sounds good today? If you don't stop humming right here, right now, I'll throw
What? Oh.
Smite the heretics! I feel and obey.
Look right.
Death is our punishment!
Me to move.
Grip.
Have you ever track down someone you didn't want to find?
Sure.
But if you didn't want to, why did you do it? What made it feel okay?
It didn't, but it was the move I had to make.
How did you know?
Look, I wish I had an easy answer, but I don't.
Right. Sometimes things are just bad in every way.
We're not alone.
Got company. Company, get ready.
Kill the heretic!
We just left it rogue.
All right. The dragon's a fang scorcher that attacked villages. We're close to her lair.
This shouldn't be too bad, right? We fought 2 dragons at once in Hosberg.
The dragons we fought in Hosberg were being ordered around by the gods. They were attack dogs. This is a wolf, a big wolf, fighting in her own territory. Be ready. This is your first real dragon fight.
You said she attacked villages. Are we dealing with another attack in a city like Treviso or Minrathous?
No. Something got her to start hunting a ways off.
Something like what?
Dunno. Hoping we find out while we're here. But right now, focus on taking her down before she kills anyone else. Including us.
You said the dragon's a fang scorcher. What are they like?
Fire breather. Related to the Ferelden Frostback. Think of her like the dragon version of a bobcat or a fox.
It's a little larger than a bobcat.
I mean, she's small and sneaky for a dragon. Attacks with fire from a distance to soften up her targets. And she's mean. Scorchers hold a grudge longer than my mother.
Still, even in its lair, this can't be any worse than the Hosberg wetlands, right?
She's a dragon.
It's at least gotta be easier than the archdemon we fought at Weishaupt.
Stay in the trees as long as you can. It's gonna get hot when she sees us. Hey, Valara. You gonna be okay with this dragon?
Oh, definitely. It's interesting seeing how the magic is more stable in this part of Arlathan. Does the dragon somehow stabilize the ambient magical energy, or did it pick the location because of less ambient magic?
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out after we kill her. Hang on. Something's off with that crap up ahead. Let's go up through there on the left instead.
What's wrong?
I don't know. The way that debris is placed doesn't look natural. Or like something a dragon would do.
If you say so, you're the dragon expert.
So, we're gonna fight another dragon, huh?
Shh. Spooks prey, so they bolt out into the open.
Extremely effective.
Wait. Antom.
Haven't seen many Antom in Arlathan before. Wonder what they're doing here.
No idea. But they were setting an ambush.
Guess they didn't know about your keen sense of smell.
Come on. We can circle around. Hit them where they're not expecting us.
Everyone all right?
What did the Anton mean? They knew I'd come for the Fang Scorcher? I only came because she attacked villages.
Maybe they baited it into attacking the villagers somehow. To lure you out here.
For the Dragon King, whoever that is. Stupid name. Let's look around. I need to know what's going on. Bastards! They're the ones who've been capturing dragons and blighting them. Turning them over to Gillinane in exchange for power. Hisra Marluk Voshvatari Brock! We knew the Anton were involved. Now we know it's the Dragon King. That's who we find and kill. We can get to the Fang Scorcher's lair up through there. Whenever you're ready. There's cover on the left! Move! All right, she knows we're here. That means quick beats quiet. Stay clear of the fire. It's like oil. It's on you and keeps burning.
More on top!